It's cold! Monty, it's cold! Oh, it's cold! Monty!
Meat. All up in there. Look at that. Look, you got a big old leech. All right, Monty, come here. Come here. Right here. You're a frisky little critter. You ready to go? Oh. Is that everything, Monty? Okay. Ooh. We're heavy. Monty, it's all your fault. You're all the weight. Okay. You're off. You ready, Monty? You ready, dude? Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I have just embarked on a 7-night wilderness adventure with Mr. Monty here. He's all freshly groomed and looking fly. Funk spent a good couple hours on him, grooming him, and we came up with a business idea of making Monty fur wigs for dogs. Monty didn't like the idea at all. He wasn't impressed. But it is a beautiful, gorgeous day. Completely calm glass on this big body of water. And it's just about perfect conditions. It's like sunny. There's not many bugs out yet. But it's just gorgeous right now. We're taking it pretty easy today. I got a decently late start. But I didn't get much sleep last night. I got like 3 hours of sleep. But I'm very energetic right now because just the excitement of being out on the trip. So today we're gonna spend settling in and getting used to the whole, the whole trip. Getting settled. We're settling in like Monty here. What do you say, Monty? Huh? Yeah, it's warm. We're probably gonna have to have him swim soon. But we're just gonna paddle for a bit and then we're gonna get to a nice little bay. We'll do some casting. So we're definitely going to be hunting for some fish dinners here. This trip was more, I planned it a hair more casual than usual to accommodate for a little more fishing time. We'll see if I actually get to it. I like to move, but I definitely plan on doing some more fishing this trip. So I will be upset if we don't have a fish dinner. I like to have at least 1, 2, or 3 fish dinners. I planned for 3. Well, I didn't plan for 3. I got enough meals, so in case I get skunked the whole time, I'll be fine. But if I don't catch any fish and have a fish dinner, I'm gonna be sad, and so is Monty. So we're getting to a little shallow bay here. And I think I might wet my lines here. We're just gonna fish for fun. We've actually got more time than I thought today, and right now we're shooting for 1 portage and setting up on the next lake. So we're gonna fish this back bay here. So I brought out, this time instead of 2 medium action rods with 10-pound, which is what I usually do as a backup. I haven't needed the backup in a long time. I usually just, Monty, figure it out. I usually just keep different lures on them. But I brought out an ultralight this time for clear water. First we're gonna try this. We're gonna go leaderless. No steel leaders this time. For the most part, unless I lose too many lines. And that's because I want to catch some walleye. I want to catch some Walters, some Larrys, some Peters, some Bobbies. The goal for the trip is one of each. What is that? A little critter? One of each. But I'll have an easier time if I don't use a steel leader. But that means I'm going to lose some fish. We got something on shore there. I want to fish that tree. Let's go with that first cast luck. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'll let it sink near the edge of the tree. Oh, it's so beautiful out right now. This is awesome. It's supposed to rain the next few days, be wet and rainy. So we need to soak up today while we can. That's how you soak it up. Look at those birds, Monty. That was a terrible cast. Now the water's still very cold, so I'm probably gonna have a harder time fishing. We'll see. But it's still very, very cold. I'm probably not gonna fish too crazy on this first lake. I always like to just, get in a little deeper. Right off the bat. Oh, this is really shallow in this back bay. We'll try casting out once. It's a little too shallow over there. I guess I wasn't recording. He popped up like 40 feet in front of us. I tried to call him in with my perfect loon call and he just didn't like it. I don't know why. It sounds just like him. Oh well. Maybe he'll catch us a fish sometime. For fishing purposes, I was hoping the water temperature was a little bit warmer, but that's okay. We'll make do. We'll catch some fish. We're gonna catch some fish. I think we'll definitely have no problem getting some Lakers, but I'd say our main goal is I want to catch a walleye. Mr. Walter. Definitely want a walleye dinner. Got some fixins to make it delicious. Look at those birds. Oh man, it's insanely calm. Except for you, Monty, when you rock your boat. We're also going to do some trolling on the next lake. I think the plan right now is to when we get to the next lake, troll to a campsite, set up camp, get it all set up, and then fish the rest of the night and just have some fun. Like I said, settle into the trip. Maybe if I don't talk so loud, it's too calm for me to talk and catch fish. That's a good boy. Monty, you're such a good dog. You're so awesome. I really wish the Monty wigs would have worked out. I think he looked like Colonial with his Monty wig on. When you do a trip like this, you want everything to go according to plan. When you catch your Larrys, you want to get that net over the boat. Only mishaps. When you see some teeny little rapids, you should probably portage around them. Those are just a couple of the lessons we've learned. I have many lessons, Don't stick your sleeping pad too close to the fire. Don't beat on your quinsy, all sorts of stuff. You learn. You live and you learn. Yeah, I brought my ultralight, not only for, trying for some trout. There's one lake in particular that I want to try for some trout. We'll do some evening fishing if it allows for it, but it's fun catching like a nice 3-4 pound bass on an ultralight, or if you snag a pike that doesn't snap your line. It's fun. It is definitely fun. You can feel them a whole bunch more, those ultralights. I wanted to bring my 8-foot ultralight, but I also don't like snagging on portages and trees and whatnot, so left it at home, brought out the old 5-footer. The old 5-footer, you know? Yeah, I don't expect to catch anything here. I'm kind of really excited to get to the next lake and just explore a little bit. This lake is the, you know, the first lake. It's always a little more popular, whatnot. So I just, you know, gotta get in. We just gotta get in. We gotta settle. We gotta settle like this guy back here. That's pretty settled. What, do you feel warm? You ready to portage? Do you want to go for? Do you want to go to the dog park? Get some treats? Dog park? You're such a good boy. Yeah. So whenever I'm doing whenever I'm out in the woods in springtime, I always use the bugs as my water temperature indicator, or temperature indicator in general. When you got nasty black flies and mosquitoes and they're just eating you alive, you've got those nice water temperatures where the fish are just super aggressive and biting. If they haven't quite hatched yet and they're just starting to come out, you still got some cooler temperatures, and they'll be shallower, but they'll be more, I feel like, more easy to spook, or you have to fish slower and slower presentation. But when the bugs get really nasty, you toss that into shallows and you just retrieve it really quick, they're gonna snag it. So we'll see how the bugs are. They're definitely not gonna be bad tomorrow if the weather holds like it says it will. It'll be rainy and wet. We'll see. So we just got a little bit more paddling, and we've got our first portage of the trip. So let's knock this bad boy out and get on to the next lake. Okay, one more tree, just real quick, just in case. There is the mother lode of dead trees right here. We've got to fish this. We've got to fish it. There's got to be a fish under here. Look at this thing. Well, you'll see it as I go by. The black flies are getting me, so we got to get the fish. Monty, don't do it. Monty, no. Monty, no. They can sense your vibrations of your butt, Monty. Monty makes lots of butt vibrations. Okay, Mr. Ants in your pants. Oh, you little teddy bear. That's some hairy poop, Monty. That looks like some wolf poop, maybe. Maybe some cow, but that looks like wolf poop. I'm not 100% sure. Monty thinks it smells like wolf poop. Right, Monty? How do you make yourself look so epic? All the time. I don't even ask him to pose like this, and he just does it naturally. Are you gonna get in on your own? Wanna get in? Oh man. Monty. You canoe legend, you. First portage of the trip out of the way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So, first thing I'm noticing. So as you can see, those are the bait fish. Those are what the big fish that I'm trying to catch want, and they are hugging the shoreline within a foot or less of water, and they were schooled up. And this is on where the wind's coming from side, so that's going to give us a good clue as to where we're going to find the fish we want. And this water is super clear, so we're going to have some shallow fish, very shallow. They're going to probably like weeds, any weedy where the weeds are starting, but yeah, those were some perch minnows. There's definitely going to be walleye hunting for those, especially at night. So we are going to need to probably cast super shallow right at sunset, and we can do some trolling too, but they're definitely going to be in shallow. That's what that's telling me. I mean, I might be wrong, but it's hard hard to deny. It's hard to deny the bait fish. But we did our first portage. So what does that mean, Monty? What does that mean? Beef jerky! You want a piece of beef jerky, Monty? We got a big old 1-pounder bag of Jack's Links. This is actually sent to me by a subscriber. Want some? Now normally, you can't have too much. You get the poops. Normally, I would wait till Monty eats before giving him any beef jerky. But we've got a game changer. We have brought along a substance that will get Monty to eat on command every time, without a doubt, no matter what. It's called magical powder. And what that magical powder is dried pumpkin. And he loves it. We'll try to do a little experiment later to see how he acts for a bowl of food without the pumpkin, and then acts for a bowl of food with this pumpkin. But this stuff was sent to me by a subscriber, and as you guys know, we've been fighting Monty's allergies and yada yada yada. But we've recently changed his food from grain-free to a non-grain-free food, and he loves it. So he loves his dog food, his new dog food already. He's been perkier than ever before, so we think he's feeling a lot better. And on top of that, we've been giving him pumpkin, and I was sent this dried pumpkin stuff, and I was like, I don't know if he'll like it, but I sprinkled like 4 tablespoons on his food, mixed with a little water. He goes nuts. So that's a game changer, because that means I can bring pumpkin out into the woods and get him to eat whenever I want. I just sprinkle a little pumpkin on there, mix a little cold water. I mean, he ate in the car while we were moving. He never does that unless it's a treat, and this pumpkin, oh, it's magic. It's awesome. It's pumpkin and apple pectin, but it's good for their stool, but he just loves it. So it's a game changer. I'm probably gonna have to bring this every time. I brought a whole quart freezer bag full. I wonder how long it'll last me. I wonder if I'll get him to eat whenever I want, so morning and night at least. And I'm gonna be feeding him a lot more than normal because he's gonna be working. But yeah, it's definitely a game changer, and it's pretty exciting. What? You want another treat? Do you want another treat? You think you want another treat? No, you're crazy. All right, let's see what we got here for a lake. You got a little water in the boat, Monty. It's your fault. Okay, this is a shallower lake. What a disappointment. Very shallow. Okay, there's a deep hole near the back. Okay, so it looks like this whole lake is very shallow. That's probably actually good. So now we can just kind of cruise along islands and everything. I'll find some nice trees to cast along, but we're gonna have to use stealth. No butt plopping, mister. What we're gonna do here is, I'm gonna take a few casts for like a good 20 minutes. We've got 2 hours and 45 minutes till the sun sets. So we'll take some casts near some few trees and try to be really stealthy. And then we're just gonna troll. I'm gonna put on like a shallow, that's my line. It always sounds weird, but I'm gonna put on a shallower lure. And we'll just troll on our way, find a campsite, set up. Oh, looks like the clouds are coming in. Definitely said it's gonna get cloudy tonight. I hope it doesn't rain before, I go to bed. But anyways, yeah, we'll just take a few casts, try, and then we'll set up and we'll fish the night. Now, I don't know if I'll have my fish dinner tonight, one of them. That pretty much comes down if I catch fish. I don't even know if I'll want to, because like I said, I'm high on energy right now because it's the fresh start and we're getting here. It's all exciting and I'm pumped. But as soon as it'll be dark, I'm gonna crash. I guarantee it, because I did not sleep much last night. Oh, I was up late packing and checking comments and stuff, so that's how it goes. Oh, that's got to be a pike. Oh, no, I don't think that's a pike. Oh, whatever it is, it's a nice fish. Oh, it's a big pike. Oh, that's a nice pike. Ooh. Oh, come on, baby. Don't. Oh no! He just turned and put the line in his mouth. There it goes. Oh, that hurt. Oh, I saw it happen. I saw it happen. Oh no. No, that was like a 36-inch pike. I called it. I called it early on. I knew we were going to lose some fish. Dang it. Dang it. As soon as he turned, man, I saw that line. It was right in the corner of his mouth. Oh, it stings. It just stings. It hurts. It hurts the soul. Yeah, but I saw it. He turned, went right into his mouth, and he opened his mouth, and I knew it was over. And I didn't want to ream him. That was a hefty pike. Well, at least that fish will only take me the rest of the night to get over, and partially some of tomorrow. That's all. You know, just 18 hours, maybe 24. I don't know, I might even be talking about the end of the trip. Guess we'll just keep casting. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the price you pay for not using a steel eater. You will get more strikes, but you will lose a beautiful fish like that. I don't know if the camera picked it up at all, probably not. But it was definitely it was a minimum 30 inches. Minimum. And that thing, see, in springtime, this is actually when I caught my biggest pike ever. I've only caught like a 36-incher, but this teeny little jig is what he bit. They'll bite the smaller lures, the bigger pike, this time of year. Maybe I'll go for him again. Ooh. Alright, we're just going to cast near these few trees here and just do some trolling. I don't know if I want to troll with my lures off of a steel eater now. And the best thing about fish that you lose like that is every time you think about it again, they get bigger. And it's true, they do. I think it was actually 40 inches. Had to be, because I didn't catch it. Oh. Another fish. Hey, this fishing's pretty good. We got a bobby on. Oh. Hey-oh. Ha ha. Now we are in a conundrum. Do we want our fish dinner tonight? This hurts. Do I want a fish dinner tonight? I know I'm gonna be pooped. Ooh, oh, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt if I let it go. If I let it go, it's gonna be hurt. Fish dinner tonight. Okay. I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. We're gonna let him go. All right, I'm just gonna do it. Let's get a little fish cam before I regret it. I'm gonna regret it, but you know what? You know what? That was too easy. Two good fish right away in this lake. And I'm probably gonna be tired tonight, so what I'm thinking is instead of just going for any fish tonight, we're gonna go for specifically walleye. Now, if I catch walleye, we'll have ourselves a fish dinner. And if I don't catch another good fish the rest of the trip, I will slap myself silly and regret every decision I've made so far. That's how it'll be. No, but I feel like that has led me to believe that the fishing is better than I'm thinking. Or I just got really lucky right away. I'm feeling like it's gonna be good. It's gonna get even better as the night goes on. But I've been in the same boat where I've thought these same things and I don't get a single bite. No, but truthfully, I'm totally cool with waiting on my fish dinner. It's the first night, you know? It's the first night. Once we pass through these trees, and then we'll keep going. Monty, don't squeak. Monty's squeaking. Monty, stop your squeaking. How am I supposed to catch fish if you're squeaking? This is a great start to the trip already. Beautiful weather. It's now not too hot. A couple of fish, well, one fish. That was my, like, what's it called? That was my rebound fish to make up for losing the big pike. Let's try casting right near shore. See, I don't even know why I brought out other lures now, because the white's killing it. A little white jig. Oh. There we go. Oh yeah, we got another bobby. Oh yeah. Another little bronze back. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh, almost lost ya. Alright, let's let this guy go. Let's go for a little paddle. This lake's definitely good fishing. I have only fish for 50 feet, or no, I don't know, 100 feet of shoreline, not even. Oh, okay. Now we can go, let's go set up camp. We're gonna go find a camp, and then we're gonna go do some more fishing. Or we'll just keep fishing on the way. You know what? This is a fishing trip. I'm gonna fish as much as I want. Monty? Yeah, and then we'll throw you the stick, okay? Let's figure out where the heck we're going. There's weeds. If there's weeds, there's fish. And if there's fish, you'll catch them. They are digging the slow retrieve though. Not the fast at all, just letting it kind of sink. So if it's too shallow, I'm not having as much luck because I'm not letting it, I don't want to get it all snagged and junk. So I'm having most of my luck, it seems, just casting near the ends of downed trees and just letting it fall. Probably have to keep that pattern going because it's producing. See, you pulled my worm off. I might need a new one soon. We just moved a whole bunch. There's so much good shoreline here, it's hard for me to not fish. I keep catching them though. I'm gonna have a hard time not making my fish dinner. Monty's gonna look at me and be like, Dad, you keep letting them go, you're gonna get cocky, and then you'll catch nothing the rest of the trip. I agree with you, Monty. That can happen. And we'll have fish regret. Just wanted to wet my lines. Wet them real quick. Just one more cast. The black flies are out. That's how I realized that the fishing was decent, is because I'm getting bit up by black flies when I stop and fish. Has nothing to do with catching them. Everything to do with getting bites. You stinker. He's just keeping me on my toes. That's all he's doing. Monty, you turd nugget. I'm a simple man. I see a nice down tree, I cast. I see a prospecting campsite and a bunch of down trees. I have to take a cast. Oop, oop, oop. Oh, dang it, that was a bite. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, dang it. It was in his mouth when I stopped. He was swimming away with it when I paddled. I didn't want to come right here and fish over the spot. Here, quick. Near the ends of these trees is where I'm going to probably be hunting for walleye later. So we'll leave this alone. Now the campsite I see up ahead, there's two to choose from. We'll check them both out. I'm seeing clouds of black flies where the wind is still, and it looks like the wind's going to be still up there. So if I see a cloud, I might not camp there, or I'll just say whatever. The thing about black flies is they usually go away at night, which is nice, and I don't think mosquitoes are out yet, so I guess we don't really have to worry about it once it gets dark. They'll just kind of chill out. That's the nice thing about black flies. Mosquitoes, they will relentlessly attack you. They get worse at night, actually. They get crazy. I think they're worse maybe at dusk or maybe in dawn, like both. I don't know. I haven't really dealt with mosquitoes yet this year, but we're getting some black flies in. Ooh, there's some more trees up ahead. I gotta pick a campsite. I can't stop fishing. The addiction is strong. Right, Monty? Monty, you're so chill. Oh, okay. Oh, there's some nice logs. Okay, this cast right here. This is the fish right here. Or a bite. No? Oh, come on. That's not reasonable. Why you gotta do me like that? Why? Okay, one more tree, and then we need to. Oh, and then I get a bite like that. Oh, one more tree. Dang it! You can always tell when it's a bite. I need a new worm on here, but I don't want to waste it. They keep pulling it off. You little shits. turd nuggets. Turds. Dirty turds. I'm gonna have to put on a new worm. They're destroying this one. Okay, last cast. And then we gotta find a campsite so we can go evening fishing. Okay, so I can see the other campsite from here. And that one looks like it's in the shade, kind of tucked away. This one looks nice and open, kind of grassy on some rock. I think they have made the decision for us. We will take the open, sunny one. Won't be as sunny in the morning. Maybe. Let's see. Nope. No. We'll catch a sunset, probably on the lake. But, yeah. All right, Monty. You ready? Get up, Monty. Monty, it's a squirrel. It's a squirrel, Monty. He does not like you, Monty. Okay. Hi, Monty. Oh. Yeah, this is a pretty one. Doesn't look like the black flies are too bad here. But it's a nice calm spot. Wait. Set it up right here. Yeah, this is a nice first spot. Beautiful view. Oh, Monty sees a squirrel. He's gonna be chasing squirrels all night long. Monty, did you get him? Did you get him, Monty? Did you get him? Did you? Did you get the squirrel? Did you get? Yeah, take it out on me. Take it out. Oh, fish it. Okay. Shh. Monty's taking it out on me that he can't catch a squirrel. Alright, so I'm just going to whip together camp here. We're not going to get crazy. I'm not going to... Maybe I will. We're going to spend 20 minutes setting up camp here. And then we're going to get back out in that water because I want to catch a fish. Actually, you know what? There's this little thing. You know what, squirrel? Yeah. So what? He's got beady eyes. What of it? I always forget about the whole multitasking thing. What am I thinking? What am I thinking? No. Stop it! I surrender. Stop it. Okay. You win. It's too quiet. It's way too quiet. We can't do that. We cannot do that. What do you think? Dang it. Got a splinter. Wanna go this way? Or this way? There's a whole bunch of down green trees. The beavers are going nuts here. Oh, there's so many down fresh trees here. Oh, Monty, he's taking off with the stick. Monty, oh, you watch out. Oh, jeez. Ah, hey, give me that stick. Give me that stick. Watch yourself. Oh. Okay, so I'm just gonna filter up some water, finish setting up, just throw my crap in the tent, and then let's get back to fishing. I wanna do some fishing. We've got an hour. We're not gonna give him a full portion because he still has fish prospects. We'll just give him a little food. All right? Then we're gonna take this magical powder, just put a little on there. Oop, that might have been a little too much. We gotta save some, we gotta conserve, Monty. That's too much. It's like, no, it's not. Then we just take a little water. Mix it in with our finger. Give him a little drinking water that'll waste. Could probably just put more in here and he'll drink it all. And now, go ahead, Monty. He eats on command. Would you look at that? Oh no! Oh, saved. It's saved, Monty. It's still in there. It's coming in for seconds. Put yourself there, Monty. I'm pretty sure I'm getting bit up by the no-see-ums. They're getting us. Looks like we want to go left. But yeah, it is a pretty perfect evening. The clouds, oh, the walleye are gonna be biting right now. We have an hour and like 15 minutes of like perfect walleye fishing. Look at this run right now. Yeah, I'm definitely getting bit up by, they're no-see-ums. It's like it feels like you're sweating, like it's like just a little itch from a sweat, but it's definitely not an itch, it's a bite. I wasn't sure if they were out here, or maybe I knew. Okay, we've got perfect conditions right now. I'm definitely gonna cool off a little bit quick here, but I was sweating moving around. Only spent like 30 minutes. Got pretty much everything set up. Threw the stick for Monty a bit there, fed him. We've got bugs following us. All right, so I'm probably not gonna talk a whole ton until I catch a fish because I wanna be stealthy. It's very still out and there's not a lot of wind and it's good. The walleye can sense vibration, so I gotta be stealthy if I want a chance at catching these. So we're gonna just take some, oh, perfect, Monty. You're such a good boy. Tell you what, Monty, I catch a walleye or another bass, I'll cook it for you. I commit. I commit. If I catch him another bass, we'll see who gets it. I put on a new worm though. I'm allowed to be indecisive. Dang it. I gave her on that one. Sweat getting in it. Oh. Dang it. What the heck am I getting panfish bites? Sweat got in my eye. Oh, it burns. We need to get the trees where there's a little bit more of a drop off at the end of them. That's what I had going on when I caught those 3 fish in a row. It was definitely like maybe 10 feet deep, 5 to 10 feet deep right after the trees at the ends. Monty, I'm just putting on a little, not getting anything special. You settle down there, you little frisky critter. But yeah, like I was saying, I need to find a little bit more of a drop off. This little bay here is too shallow. So we're gonna move to where the contour lines look like there's a little bit more of a drop off, which is right up ahead. There's a tree and a point. I just need to get settled. Monty, you need to settle. Simmer down now. I've got a good song stuck in my head. Holy diver, la da 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 da, la da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay. Oh, dang it. This has got to be a bass. Or a pike. Ooh, it could be a pike. I think it's a pike. It's a pike. Uh-oh, we got a Peter. Better get him in. Dude, I'm gonna have to retie this line anyways. Oh, oh. So I'm only gonna say this once this trip. There is absolutely nothing wrong with pike. Nothing at all. Pike are delicious fish, very tasty. They're actually tastier than some fish, and I do love fire roasting them, like straight on the grate, skin side down, squeeze some lemon and butter on there. With that being said, I'm gonna be picky since the fishing has already been so good today. Like I said, I already let go 2 bass, and I like to go no bones. It's just the bones. It's not a big deal. But sometimes, you know, you get picky, and I'm picky for a walleye fish dinner right now. That's what I want. I will take bass, but we're gonna let the pike go. And the other thing is about pike, they're slimy little buggers. They're very slimy, and it's not a big deal other than your hands just get really oily. But that's a nice pike, maybe 22 inches, maybe 24. Let that guy go. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Flip over. Figure out your life. What are you doing? He's fine. There he goes. He was in trouble. He's like, oh my God, my life's over. Now, when you get a pike like that, I'm probably going to end up retying this anyways. But let's see if I can. You always got to feel. Oh, see? There's a little fray. If I do not retie this, I will lose that to a walleye or something with just some pressure. So you got to retie it. Don't ever, if you ever get a pike, I usually just do it anyways. Like I said, I was going to probably do it anyways. So right now is one of those very rare moments in my hierarchy of needs, and that is that if I were to keep a fish, it would be trailing behind me making noise, and it would mess up the fishing. And the fishing is so good right now, it's so amazingly well, that my hierarchy of needs is just totally fine, 100% fine with not having a fish dinner and just catching tons of fish and having a blast. This is the best fishing of the year so far, hands down. I had a monster pike on, 2 bass, countless bites, and another pike right there. This is hands down the best so far, and this very well could be the best day of fishing the whole trip. Could be the only day of the trip I catch fish. But either way, I'm gonna embrace this because this is awesome. They're just, oh, the fishing is so good right now. Oh man, I really hope we catch a walleye. Nice big fat Walter. Caught 2 bobbies and a Peter. Now we just got to catch a Larry and a Walter, and we've already accomplished our goal for the trip. Whew. Maybe I should stop. What if we catch them all tonight? What do we do? Look at this sky. I'm gonna catch a fish in the next 10 casts, definitely. I thought that was a walleye. It's a stick pike. Little stick pike. Monty, you gotta sit down. Alright, Monty, I hope you got your butt plops out of the way. Because that was a pretty dang good spot. And I feel like you ruined it. No, you ruined it. You did. Not me. You groany grunter, Monty. Stop doing that. When it gets too quiet, he just wants to sit up. Oh, there's a pike. I saw it was in his mouth, so I didn't want to give up any slack. No. See how it's in his mouth? Now I don't have to restring my lure. Just relax. Open your mouth for just a second. Great. Little pike. Okay. More fish. I require more fish. I fish near his home. Okay, I'll leave in peace. I'll leave in peace. I swear. Just don't slap the water. Don't do it. Oh. Beer, please. Monty, tried to reason with him. That's an unreasonable beaver right there. See, what we did is just reassure that the beaver's tactic worked. You know, he slapped the water, and we immediately booked it out of there, in his eyes. So, now he knows it works. Vicious service. There's fish surfacing all over. I lost that lure. Some kind of fish is surfacing up ahead. So I'm going to try my trusty old spinner on ultralight and take a few casts. See if we can catch one, whatever it is. Maybe they're trout, maybe they're panfish. I don't really know if there's trout in here. I'll try to catch one though, we'll see. Whatever these are surfacing just like trout, and it makes me think that they are trout, but they do not want anything to do with my lure. And they're surfacing all over the place, but they don't want my lure. So, could be trout, could be some other fish. I'm gonna try casting the spinner near shore and see if there's any that want to bite it. I'm sure they want flies, but I just like to know what they are. They gotta be trout. Maybe lake trout? Small lake trout? I don't know. They've piqued my interest. I'm switching colors and trying. What are you? I must. There's one. There's one. Wing it. All right. Dang it, let it out. Nip. Oh, it's killing me. It's killing me on the insides. Stupid little fish. A couple more casts, and then we're going to switch to trolling for walleye and head back to camp. I've spent like half my time fishing just trying to catch whatever these are. Monty, no. Alright, I'm just going to troll for walleye now. I don't know what those, I think they're trout, but I just can't say for sure. They got the best of me though, that's for sure. Beautiful. That's crazy. so gorgeous. I'm getting the best view on the lake. I kind of want to get back to camp to see if I can see it better, but I just know it's going to be blocked. So I'm just kind of soaking it in. I think it's peaking right now. I'm just going to sit for a minute and admire that. You probably can't see it, but there's the moon. I think it's gonna be a full moon, but look at these crazy swirling clouds. It looks kind of stormy already. The sky is still crazy, but it's dying down now. Oh man, that's wild. It's a full moon tonight. Look at those clouds. And you got the epic sunset over there. Looks like fire in the trees. It's crazy. The sounds of spring are in full swing right now. I'm just gonna, there's this nice seasoned wood here. I'm just gonna take a few pieces. Oop. There goes the tip of my blade. That was dumb. Yep, that was dumb. It's a good thing I've only got, it's only the first log I've sawed. Okay, gonna be more careful, I guess. It'll still work, at least. Oh yeah, there's the, well, where'd it go? There's the tip of my saw. Well, I'm just gonna have to be more careful, I guess, huh? Well, that was smart. I don't need a ton of firewood, but I still want to chop up a little bit. I got a new hatchet. I've never had a hatchet before. I've always wanted one. This is just like my axe, it's just the hatchet version, and it is sharp. Fresh. Got a little chopping block here. Excited to test it. Yeah, this thing works like a charm. Oops. yeah, that thing's pretty slick. I got some birch bark from earlier. I'm just gonna use a lighter. I use a lighter in canoe season, try to save on weight. Well, I just use a lighter in canoe season. It's just much easier, much more convenient, especially with my stove. But yeah, that axe, that little hatchet is awesome. For you guys, those of you that watch my past canoe trips, I used my big old bushcraft knife, my Benchmade, to baton wood. And I've always meant to just have a tool. It's for processing firewood, and the knife is, you know, you can do it. You can baton wood with it, but that's not its main purpose, you know. It's more of a survival tool, whatnot. I mean, the hatchet you can do stuff with too, but that weighs probably the same as that knife, if not less, even though it's bigger. That knife weighs a lot. But we are gonna get cooking spaghetti up here quick. I don't got a ton of firewood. I'm not gonna burn a long fire. We're just gonna get our food cooking, sit and enjoy the evening. Okay, so we are making my homemade dehydrated spaghetti. I make this myself. It is my favorite backpacking meal of all time. It is super delicious, and there's smoke in my face. And to rehydrate it, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, you'll probably have seen some of the steps. Spaghetti. But to rehydrate it, you just pour it in here, in your little pot. Now, I like it extra saucy, and I like to hydrate some more, so I make it a little soupier, you know. And you know, most of the time I add all this extra moisture, like look at how much is on there, and it ends up being perfect. So now you just put it in there like that, and then we're gonna get to a boil, let it simmer for like 5 minutes, a little bit more maybe, and then you let it sit for like 20. Perfect. And that full moon is sweet. Hi, Monty. Well, since we're not cooking dinner, there's no sense in making you wait, huh? No? You don't think so, huh? I'd say you earned this, huh? You earned your food. Well, you didn't earn your food. You get your food. But you earned this goodness. We gotta be careful. That's good enough. I'm gonna go through this too fast. And then Monty's gonna be on like the last day refusing to eat. We're gonna use this water that he refused to drink earlier. And you're gonna drink it all, Monty. Oh yeah, you like that, huh? You like pumpkin powder? Just don't make too much of a mess. Okay, go ahead, yeah. You don't gotta wait. Oh, let's see here how we're doing on this. Let me stir it. Oh, remember how I said I was gonna crash, lose my energy once we got to camp and everything was simmering down? Well, that hasn't happened. I'm still fully energetic. It was such a good day once we got here. Just perfect weather. And there's no mosquitoes out, so we're beating the mosquitoes. We're gonna get black flies. We're gonna get eaten alive by some black flies this trip. That's for sure. But no mosquitoes. The sky's still lit up back there. This full moon's coming through. We're probably gonna hear some noises tonight, unless the rain comes in. But we gotta see what we got going on tomorrow. It's gonna be a hard day. So tomorrow, since it's gonna be rainy, there's a lake I've been trying to get to for a long time here, and yeah, he just loves that stuff. I've been trying to get to for years, and just never have a trip that goes by it. And unfortunately, tomorrow was the day I wanted to get there, and it's gonna be cold and rainy. I wanted to do some good walleye fishing there. So we'll still try if we get there, but that's another thing about this trip. Tomorrow is more of a move day because the weather's nasty. And the day after that, I don't move far at all, but the weather's supposed to be nasty. So the next 2 days, I can kind of just take my time and go where I want. But the thing is it puts me in a pickle because I wanted to do the next 2 days of good fishing, but the weather's not cooperating that way. Just not how it's gonna work out. Oh, Monty. Here, come down here next to me. Come here. Come on, yeah. Yeah, there you go. Good boy. So let's see how many portages I got tomorrow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But they're very small. I don't know what like that is. Oh, the smoke's killed me. Okay, so it looks like we've got 1, 2, Monty, get back. It's okay, I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you, okay? There you go. 6, 7, 8 portages tomorrow was the plan to get to this lake. Now maybe I'll just do 7 and stop at this big old lake. They're mostly very small. What was that, Monty? Oh, we're in here, all sorts of animals tonight. It's still... Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Oh, did I already say that I will link the recipe to that spaghetti? Probably right here. It's always backwards. It's gotta be right here in this corner. Because if you're... Maybe not, who knows? This one probably. Anyways, yeah, I'll link it if I didn't say that, but I was having trouble because I got back, I made it a few days ago, and it's so good that I made way too much. I made a double batch on accident, and we've just been eating the leftover spaghetti, and I was like, I need to stop. I was eating it for just like lunch and dinner because it was so good, and it was just like mass amounts of spaghetti just there ready to eat. And I'm just like, I had to make myself stop because I would have just been eating spaghetti for like 3-4 days or 3 days, and then coming out here and eating it for 7 because I've only got spaghetti. Other than fish dinners, I've done spaghetti only. I like it more than the stir fry. I just love the spaghetti. One of these days I'm gonna experiment with some other meals, but right now the spaghetti is just so good. So anyways, as I was saying, most of the portages tomorrow, 7 of them are right around a 1/4 mile or less. And the last one would be a big old 2/3 mile, somewhere in there. So we'll see how far I get. But I cannot wait to eat the spaghetti. My stomach was growling. I don't know if I picked it up on the camera, but my stomach was growling out there. It's gotta be simmering now. No? Well, it'll get there any second. Let's see here. Is it still not? Oh, it's simmering. It's just slightly simmering. Perfect. I'm just gonna cook it like this for a good 5 to 10 minutes. Set it off to the side and let it reabsorb for another like 15-20, probably until it's cool enough to eat. Monty, what are you doing? Since it's a full moon, I've caught walleye on nights like this just casting in the dark. Because walleye can see at night, they have those reflective eyes. So I'm just going to cast out and see if I can catch anything for fun here. If you look with your headlamp, you got a bright headlamp, you can see their eyes. There's literally a walleye 5 feet from the shore. I'm gonna try to look at it and try to catch it, but it almost bit my jig. We'll try to see if we can see it. Went to on a pre-dinner snack? Well, pre-dinner for me, you already had our dinner. That's so funny. that was just talking about that, and there was one right there. I was sitting there fishing, just casting. I turned off the camera and was just taking a few casts, and I like looked, and I was just kind of staring at a spot where there's some ripples, and I thought I saw a figure just like slowly moving, kind of like a stick. It looked like a stick. And I was like, I swear that thing's moving, and like it was just barely moving, you know, like the fish is just gliding, and like I just kept staring. I was like, that's moving. It wasn't doing anything other than just like sitting there and going in. So I casted my jig at it, and I saw it turn its head, and then I saw the shine of its eye. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a walleye. And then I kind of put my jig near it, laying on the rock, and it turned around at it and just nipped barely, but it didn't want anything to do with it. So I was like, okay, maybe it wants a smaller jig that I can kind of like play with on the rocks, because that one, it's 1/8 ounce, it would have got tangled up. So I ran back to get the camera and the smaller jig, and it was gone. But it was funny because I was kind of making noise on the rocks. I don't think he'd be that close, just sitting there. But it gave me the eye of the fish, because I let my fire die sitting there casting for another half hour. My spaghetti's probably done. What do you think, Monty? You want more beef jerky? You've had enough today. Little turd nugget. I don't really need a fire. It's not too. It's a nice night out. It's nicer than we're gonna get. Come here, stinky butt. This guy is so fluffy right now. Oh, did you groan? He's the fluffiest little bunny. Yeah. Yes, you are. Oh, don't lick my lips. Don't lick my lips. It's like, Dad. Oh, there's smoke, Dad. I'll protect you. Shh. Just don't. Hide your face. Hide your face. He's like, no. Don't. Put me down. I demand you. Okay, there's too much smoke. I'll let you free. Be free. Be free. No, I didn't get it up to a crazy boil, so it's probably going to take longer sitting here than usual. Ooh. Ooh, it's a little bit watery still. A little bit watery, but it's starting to get there. I'm actually going to throw it back over my little flame here and let it just stay getting hot. We're going to let it get perfect. This is going to turn all this watery sauce. I don't mind it like this at all. I could probably eat this right now, but since it's night one, let's get it perfect. They say the full moon is when all the crazy animals come out. I think I see one. Risky little Bill, aren't you? Where am I throwing? Right here? I think I am more tired than I think I am. Because half that wood that I processed, I didn't even bring from the chopping block back to the fire, and I just noticed it now. I was like, oh, I didn't make much wood. So I'm just going to put a few more pieces on there when I'm eating dinner. I am starting to feel a little more tired. It's starting to settle in. The crash is happening. And as soon as I consume all that glory, it'll be finalized. It's so funny when Monty goes, when we're playing fetch and he goes down a hill and it's too fast, like he's running down a hill, he grunts with each step. He goes, hur, 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 hur. You are just frisky as ever, huh? Little firecracker. It should be perfect now. Oh yeah. Okay. That is perfect. It's a little saucy, just how I like it. Ooh, this is gonna send me to food comaville. Okay. Let's eat. So I tried out a new portion size. I'm thinking, from the looks of things, might be a little big. I went with 7 ounces of dried spaghetti, and that's how much I got. It's like a full big pot almost. We'll see. I think this may be perfect. I am pretty hungry right now. Hope it doesn't burn my mouth. That was hot. It's not even steaming. Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I was gonna say, it didn't look like it was hot. It hits the spot every time. Now, I'm not saying that those fish wouldn't be delicious. Would have been delicious. But I didn't feel like doing all the extra preparing because of how I knew I'd feel right now, and I'm starting to feel pretty dang tired. I hope I don't sleep in too much tomorrow, but if it's pitter-patter raining, I might sleep in long. Sleeping in long out here is like 9:30 a.m. That's like sleeping in. 9:30, 10. Because I always generally get up earlier out here, but usually 8 is a good time. I just wake up naturally at 8 out here, and that feels like sleeping in sometimes. Sometimes I get up at like 6 and almost feel like I can get up, and I'm like, nah. And 7 I'm like, nee. And then 8 is like, okay, I'm ready. But I might make it till 10 tomorrow if it's relaxing. You want some of this, Monty? You can't have any. I'm sorry. It's spaghetti. There's onions and garlic and goodness. Oh. Well, I'm just gonna turn off this light here in this camera, finish up my spaghetti, let my fire burn down, and pick up, clean up, and we're gonna get back in the tent. I'm starting to get tired. I'm gonna eat this. I want to just enjoy the evening and kind of tucker out here because yeah, I need to wind down. Long day today. Long day. So I will check back in with you guys when I am getting ready for bed in the tent. Go ahead. Go. Why, Monty? You know where to go. Don't be silly. Don't be silly. Yeah, this is your spot, Monty. You're so picky. Alright, come on. Right here, Monty. This is your spot.
He's just like, I don't want to be in the tent. I want to be out there.
It's okay. Oh, don't you groan at me. So, my portion of spaghetti was pretty spot on. I feel pretty satisfied. I don't feel overate. I overate. I'm not really craving anymore. I'm sure I'll do some portion and a halfer still. But that was pretty good. 7 ounces. I thought it was going to be too much, but I ate it and it's pretty good. It might actually be too much if I had like a side or anything else, like some fish or something, or if I'm not starving. But yeah, it's pretty good. Seems like the winds are picking up just slightly. You can hear the little through the trees. Feels like it's gonna rain, but I don't know. I don't know for sure. But I've got all my crap laid out everywhere. Right now I got the camera outside the tent. I can only do this when there's no bugs and there's no rain. As soon as the bugs come out, I'm not gonna leave my tent open like this. We'll get a lot more close and personal. But anyways, guys, I'm sleepy. My brain is done. I am going to listen to these noises and pass out. So I'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, everybody.